And welcome back to the Zanpakuto Creation Series. Today's Zanpakuto Creation Series request comes to us from Parker Smith, who asked the question, what is the Mad Merc Deadpool's Zanpakuto? Now, I initially was just really going to go joke because Deadpool is one of those characters that he's fourth wall aware. So I felt like I could have. My initial joke was like, okay, basically he's just the name of his Zanpakuto is Chimichanga, and his Bankai is it's butter, and I can't believe it's not butter named after his guns. Basically, the magic satchel, he can pull whatever he wants out. And I mean that's funny, but let's at least try to Sure, he's fourth wall aware, but he's still confined a little bit to his own reality, mostly to his own reality. He's got some points, so. Let's actually look at it and look at Deadpool a little bit as a character and see what we could do. So first off, what type of Zanpakuto would he have? Well, I do think he would have a melee type, but it would have a Keto ability to it. It's not a true Keto type. It is predominantly just a fighting type Zanpakuto, but it is something where, and is that, okay, that is part of that pick. I was wondering what that little dot right under his foot was. I do think it would have a Keto-esque ability. But what would it actually do? What would it be? What would it look like? What's its release? Well, first off, it is still in the state of a sealed katana. I do believe that is what the state of the Zanpakuto is. It makes sense. He carries katanas with him all the time, so it makes sense that it's just a katana. Its release command, because it is Deadpool, I think he does have some. He doesn't have to say what the Zanpakuto does, but what the Zanpakuto's name kind of is and what it does, I think that would be where his meta comes in. So one of the things I loved was in Hulk vs. Wolverine. His release command would be, let's dance. And that's where the release comes in. Now, the name of the Zanpakuto, its Shikai is somewhat, he has under control. It's what his Bankai is, that he has full control over the name. Its Shikai's name would be Mad Merc. Now, again, remember, I get the names off of the English to Japanese translation off of YouTube, so these are not actually what the names would be translated into. These are the best I can do, which translates to Madame Iroku, or Mad Merc. Its Bankai would be Madohasa Makikias Kasame Iroku, or Mad Handsome Kick-Ass Merc. Deadpool's control over his Bankai's name. Now, its spirit, this I think would be funny, would just be Deadpool himself. It would just be a constantly changing version of Deadpool, which is basically what was in Deadpool's head, basically. He's got these multiple personalities, so I think it'd actually be funny that they would be his Zanpakuto spirit. It's just every time he goes to visit or sees his Zanpakuto spirit, it looks like a different version of him. You get the Deadpool, you get the Thor Deadpool, you get the Spider Deadpool, Doctor Strange Deadpool, Iron Deadpool, all those kind of things. Little girl Deadpool. You get all these Deadpools in there. But what does the Zanpakuto do and what does it look like? Well, when released, I actually think it's basically kind of the katanas don't change their form per se, but what they do gain is an actual chain connecting them. Now, what this does actually is allows Deadpool to use the chain in combat. You swing it like nunchucks, or it can connect to become like a dual-bladed staff or katana. And this, like something like this, whereas like this is a dual-bladed katana in that sense. Basically, he can connect the blades into a staff like this. The chain can recede, or he can just can extend it again. But yes, ultimately that's what I think the Zanpakuto takes the form of. But what does the Zanpakuto do? Well, to coincide with the randomness of Deadpool himself, his random nature, I think what the blades do is one blade can basically enhance the cutting strength to be more like a sure strike, whereas the other blade can actually kind of do what Hanatro's blade does and actually, repair something or fix something. But because of Deadpool's nature, Deadpool doesn't always know which blade is doing what. They rotate abilities. Now, they don't do it like on a dime, on a whim. It's like, I strike here. Oh, no, I'm healing. Well, I'll strike with this one. Oh, I'm healing again. Why are you doing this? Maybe if he's really pissed off his blade, it will do that. But it's more like kind of like on a time thing right there, where, Deadpool, once Deadpool strikes, hits, does damage, they're fighting for a while longer. He strikes again this time. it's not doing damage, it's repairing damage. He realizes I got to switch, and he can do that for a certain time. But sometimes if he pisses his blade off, because that would be the nature of Deadpool too, it is very much sporadic. But what does the Bankai do? Well, here is where I think the true essence of Deadpool, being a wisecracking, fourth wall breaking, not giving a shit kind of character a lot of time, but with someone who can care and will try to do good when he can. The blade in Bankai, the blade's connected to the staff, and he basically just launches it straight at the opponent. This is kind of a one-shot Bankai to some degree, and what it ultimately does is whatever it strikes, be it a person, living being, hollow, wall, bush, whatever, he can alter the continuity of that. So basically, he can alter the past of something he touches. Basically, go to an event that had happened previously, and he can just alter it, which basically means that in the fight that's happening right now, he can go back to a point where he did not get a killing blow and maybe alter it so he does get a killing blow. Or even go back even further and alter something about their past, which prevents this fight from even happening. Because he has two blades, I imagine he gets two strikes with the continuity blow, assuming that he can hit the opponent. Otherwise, he's kind of screwed in the fight, because the weaknesses of this blade is that the random nature of the Shikai makes the battle unpredictable, but also it has no actual range attacks. It has some mid-range attacks, but no real range attacks. How I think the Bankai would actually work, or Shikai would actually look a little bit, is actually the way Ukitaki's works, a little bit like this, except the chain can recede and connect into the staff. So, ultimately, Deadpool's Zanpakuto, in theory, because he's also held the continuity stone before, in theory is actually very powerful, but is also very limiting in how he can use it. So he does have to be a bit strategic with it. Ultimately, that is, though, my thought on what the Merc with a Mouth, Deadpool's Zanpakuto is going to be. But that is just my opinion. What do you think a Zanpakuto for Deadpool could look like? Let me know in the comments below. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hey, this is the shortest version of this video I've done. These videos I've done. Deadpool was a little tricky, certainly, to do. But I felt I figured out a decent Zanpakuto for him. What would you have a Zanpakuto be, though, if you don't agree with this? Let me know in the comments below. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I will catch you folks in tomorrow. Till then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.